Here we go. At the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ay, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the inaugural first Alex and Smooth Show. My name is Jay Smooth, and I'm here with
Alex. What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode. We have Hector in the background as our producer. He's going to be structuring the show together.
Yeah. Is that Arizona Savant?
No, this is from Artlist. I have no idea who this is, but I heard it, and I was like, hey, here we go. The first episode. Yeah. Let's run it the first time.
Yeah, that's Arizona Savant, just letting you guys know.
Well, shout out to that guy, because he made a banger.
He's the guy who, do you ever hear that song, Roxanne?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean, the Roxanne? Is that from the Not Another Teen movie?
Oh, she wanted
Roxanne. Oh, no, isn't it?
No.
Oh, no, that was Janie Had a Gun or something.
Yeah. No.
This guy's dating himself already. It's all she wanted to do is party all night. That's
Thank
the
you.
Roxanne.
Jay Smooth, you're with it, my man.
Alex, you need to run the TikTok instead of me, bro. I'm telling you, you'll get hip to everything real quick.
Yeah, dude, I'm just old, dude. I'm just, three kids. Dude, our kids are on the way.
On the way.
That's
in
sad.
the oven.
Baby, dude, right now.
That's
They
sad,
are
but
cooking. They are baking. What's up?
I'm 35. I'm older than you, and that's really sad.
Well, see, here's the thing here. You're keeping yourself young, and this guy over here is just letting it go.
I'm letting it go, bro.
That's true.
I mean, white hairs and everything.
I have white hair.
Just tell me he looks a little.
But now I don't have them by choice, bro.
That's why I dyed mine.
You want to get Alex going? Just say he's got a little flab going. Then that fool's going to start busting out push-ups.
I'm going to start working out right now. Be like, what?
I can see it from all the way outside.
What?
Your flab.
Oh, Hector
bust
with
out the TRT.
Hey, what is that Sprite and cookie on the left side of you?
Hey, homie, this is
Bro,
called my
you're going to get crumbs on my laptop.
It's called cheat day, homie. Monday.
And that's the last time we see Hector on this show.
Good luck finding another producer.
Dude, I'll just click away right here. Okay.
Okay.
All right, man. Kick us off with the show. What do we got going on?
So first off is it's been a week. Rams won the Super Bowl finally. Let me hear that. There we go. So now that they won the Super Bowl, oh my God, I forgot his name. Aaron Donald and Coach McAvey are talking about probably what's going on? Okay. Okay, sorry.
So for the viewers, we had a little mic issue, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's not me.
It's me?
I have no idea who it is, but anyways.
Okay, so sorry.
Go ahead.
Aaron Donald, Coach McAvey have not announced, but there were rumors about after them winning the Super Bowl, they might retire. So we're still kind of waiting. They haven't decided yet, so.
You can't retire on top.
I mean, you can.
You can't.
MJ
did it. Retire.
MJ did it.
So did Khabib.
Exactly.
Exactly. But that's the thing. Like, I mean, when you're a Super Bowl ready team like the Rams, you just can't retire on top. Both those guys are way too young. Both those guys are way too talented. Aaron Donald's only did 8 years in the league. This is way too early. I mean, it's nice to go out on top, but realistically, like, Tom Brady didn't go out on top, and he's the greatest of all time.
What do you mean Tom Brady didn't go on top? He
didn't win the Super Bowl this last year. So
he won it last year.
Does he have I was going to say, doesn't he have a whole bunch already?
7.
In the grand scheme of things, he did go out on top. I'm saying he didn't go out as a Super Bowl winner. So he didn't say, okay, it's time for me to tap out. I won. It's he should have did that the last year. I mean, if we're being honest, he should have did that the last year.
I mean, he collected the stones and.
Yeah, that's true.
My boy has almost 2 Infinity Stones. Okay, he got 2 Infinity Gloves. This guy, and the thing is, he's like 45. He can come back in 2 years at 47, 48, and sign to whatever team he wants and play whenever he wants.
He can do a Brett Favre, what he did every year with other teams.
I'm cool with it. Look, I used to hate Tom Brady, and I realized at one point I just hated greatness. Okay, and I just learned over time. Like after he won that last one, I'm like, you did it. You did everything to me that took away all the doubt. You're the greatest of all time.
There you go.
And that's the perfect segue into this next topic here. So, the replacement for Tom Brady is still unknown. There's an update that Russell Wilson as well as Deshaun Watson are the next clear-cut favorites for that spot. Let's keep it a buck here on the Alex and Smooth Show because that's what I'm known for. Russell Wilson, great fit. Deshaun Watson, got some cases to take care of. They're pending, and they still need to be taken care of. So until then, My boy used a window shop.
You know what? Deshaun Watson was the first guy I made a graphic of on Bleacher Report. Now I just saw his helmet and I recognized his face.
It's crazy how the world goes full circle,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
That was kind of weird. I was like, wait a minute, that dude looks so familiar. Where I'm like, I've recognized him. I've done quite a few graphics, and I was like, wait a minute, I think I know him. Granted, I don't watch that much football. I'm just saying that's more yours.
Yeah, I mean, you're what we're calling trending. You're trending towards watching more football, which is great. But I mean, you could definitely leave the football stuff to me. That's cool too.
Yeah, no, I'll leave it all up to you, bro. That's all you, bro. Like, you tell me what's the in and outs.
You know, I'm a little.
I was getting roasted for like, hey, what's the first touchdown? You know,
right? You had to get all that information.
How to get all that.
Look, I'm excited for Russell Wilson because the future is bright for this guy. Realistically, I want him to end up on the Raiders. I think that's the best fit. No offense, Derek Carr. I know you're supposed to get like $40 million a year upcoming for your contract. I respect that and everything. I know you like the number one dude in the Raiders quarterback history and all that great fun stuff. But I'm sorry, my boy, you just don't have the quality caliber that Russell Wilson has. You're not as mobile. You're not as talented overall, in my opinion. So I would much rather have Russell Wilson on the Raiders. Let Derek Carr go to the Bucks. I think that's a perfect fit, dude. Run that guy over there. Deshaun Watson, get your shit taken care of, and then, until then, bro, keep window shopping.
Yeah, but I don't think the Seattle Seahawks are going to let him go like that. He
Look at, bro, when you have a disgruntled player, look at Russell Westbrook, look at James Harden, look at all these guys in all these sports, bro. At the end of the day, you're disgruntled, you get to leave. Tom Brady, disgruntled, got to leave, you know?
Tom Brady wasn't disgruntled. He was just in New England for
let's
18 years.
Let's revisit the fact. Tom Brady had a personal assistant, Alex Smith, I think is Alex something along those lines. Apologize if I got that wrong. The Patriots organization said, listen, buddy, we don't want this guy to have full access to everything around here, so he's not allowed into this area. Tom Brady said, cool, you don't want him around? I'm going to start looking at other options. You don't want him here, you don't want me here. And then it boiled down to the Jimmy Garoppolo thing where they're like, hey, we want to keep Jimmy Garoppolo, but Tom Brady's the best. How do we maneuver? Fuck it. Trade Jimmy Garoppolo and just ride it out with Tom Brady. I'm telling you, he was disgruntled, bro. He was disgruntled, and it might not ever come out about how Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, because it's Tom Brady and the owner, Robert Kraft, versus Bill Belichick. Now, how can you fight between the two? You got to find a happy median. So Tom Brady left, got another ring somewhere else. Bill Belichick got Mac Jones. Perfect harmony.
Touché, sir.
Right off into the sunset.
Touché.
To the next current event.
All right. Next current event. MLB news breaking. The MLB has postponed its spring training games through March 5th. This is due to the lockout, probably. Bargaining agreements.
Yes. This ongoing lockout has been excessive, unnecessary. Come to terms and let's play ball. Your boy is tired, all right? Baseball's already been through enough. We don't need any more negative speculations, any more negative attention on the MLB. We need to start playing some games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we already supposed to be in spring training on March 5th, there's no way there's going to be a Dodger game on May 14th, which is my birthday. How upsetting, bro. I go every year.
Yeah, it's true. There you go. Well, hopefully they get something settled soon because Hector does love baseball.
Yeah.
I like other sports.
You actually took me to the first Dodger game.
That's right.
That was the first game I ever
Took
been.
an Angels fan to a Dodger game, which is funny.
Yeah.
And unlike them Dodger dogs, bro, they're nice and cold, and they stink, and they're cheap.
Oh, man.
All right, what do we got up next?
So next is boxing. There was news from last week, I think a week before the Super Bowl. Middleweight champion Jamar Charlo was arrested on Friday in Texas after a warrant was issued connected to a felony charge of assaulting a family member / household member with the previous conviction. According to Fort Bend jail records, Charlo was still in custody at Fort Bend jail. A jail official told ESPN that he was arrested at 1:12 p.m. Central Time. According to records, he held a $10,000 bail.
Then he dipped out.
And then dipped, and then now the fight between Jamar Charlo and Brian Castano is postponed. So
Good thing, man.
now we don't.
Well, actually, in this little yellow part here, it says, according to Mike Kopinger, Brian Castano suffered a minor right bicep tear while sparring. So that even leads more into the whole shenanigans of this nonsense. So my issue is what makes it a felony besides a misdemeanor. that means something really bad had to have happened and somebody really got hurt, especially if it's on a family member. That's crazy. But that does interfere with the fight as well as Castano being injured. So this is just what we like to call a shit show.
And there's plenty of those in boxing. Let's just say.
Yeah. All right. So next up is Canelo news. Canelo agrees to a 2-fight DAZN pay-per-view deal. Do you like watching them on DAZN or on Showtime?
I do.
Just give me Canelo anyway.
Because it's $20. That's the only reason why I want him on there. It's only $20 for a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but DAZN doesn't give you like the Showtime
what
road to the fight. Like Showtime gives you the
Showtime has all access, but I mean,
DAZN doesn't
care.
have that,
I just
all
want to see the fight at the end of the day.
All I know is that this website that I got has all access.
Dang. Matey.
Yeah, but for $20, you can't go wrong on the pay-per-view. I'll
pay for a Canelo pay-per-view when he fights Triple G again. How about that?
Well, talking about Triple G, so here is the DAZN apparently contract that they offered him. 2 fights, 1 in May, obviously, because it's Cinco de Mayo. He'll fight Bivol in May. And then to conclude the trilogy with Triple G.
in September
in Mexico in Estadio Azteca.
Oh.
So that's that's the first one, all right? So this is where it gets kind of iffy.
Okay.
PBC offered Canelo a 2-fight deal with Charlo and Benavidez. And there goes the camera again.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, you want to take this?
Sure. So the PBC... Yes.
Well, go ahead. Go because the camera's pointed over here.
So the PBC offered Canelo Alvarez a 2-fight deal upward of $100 million guarantee for bouts with Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez in May and September, respectfully. But that package was rejected by Alvarez last week, and there's been no dialogue with PBC since. With talks completely broken off, Canelo has been focused on completing a deal with Matchroom for fights with Dimitri Bivol and Los 3J.
And he has not signed anything as of right now.
No?
No. As of right now, he hasn't signed a damn thing.
Keep it that way.
But this is Canelo, though. This is his drama queen stage before he signs something. He'll milk it for as long as he can.
Dramatics.
Yeah, he'll milk it for as long as he can, and then when he wants to sign, he'll sign.
I want to see the Triple G fight. I want to see it. We all know Triple G won that first one.
And the second one.
The second one was close. Yeah, the second one
it wasn't
close.
It wasn't
Dude,
remotely
I
close.
know you're a Canelo fan,
remotely.
like hardcore, and I get it.
It wasn't remotely close.
Triple G, I think it was.
I don't know why Triple G wants his hands. He's older. He's a little bit slower. He's not the same Triple G.
Dude, he looked
because he almost beat him 2 times prior.
He did not beat him
technically.
No, he didn't. I don't think so. We saw something completely different that day, apparently.
Oh, let's go into some fight recaps from this weekend. UFC Fight Night, Walker versus Hill. What did you think of it, man?
This fight was badass, dude. So prior to the fight even happening, I thought Walker was going to blow through this dude. Thought he was going to come in, do some some karate funky shit. And I thought he was going to put the hands on him. And in all honesty, that's not the case. Jamahal Hill was in the fight. I mean, he was taking it to him, and he sat Walker on his ass, then finished it up with a nice little shot to the jaw and put him out like a light.
Yeah, no, it was interesting because obviously fight fans were leaning over to Walker. Hill was on the come up, and look at that Popeye forearm just from blocking a kick. But dude, it was crazy how they both kind of connected on when during the exchange. Just Hill had the KO powder and landed that beautiful right on the soft spot of Walker's temple.
Sometimes it just takes the right spot, man. Takes the right spot. That arm is just nasty, bro. I thought he was a little lonely during fight week.
And prepping is all the juice just got put in one.
Keeping the testosterone flowing, I guess. That's
did you
what
see
I thought.
Did you see the post fight? I didn't even add this. The post fight, his son was there.
Yeah.
Super cool kid. He was very quiet. Like, hey, your dad was there. Did you see the fight? I saw the fight. Yes. Oh, what'd you think of it? It was good. Very serious, but it was cool, man. He was all dappered up. He had a nice tuxedo and matched his dad.
At least he's not cracking under the pressure of the limelight, you know?
No, man, no. He was with it, dude. All right, what do we got here?
So we got Jamahal Hill taken to Instagram, Twitter, the whole shebang, and he responded to Volkan Ozdemir saying he's still doubting him. So Jamahal Hill says, I mean, that's understandable with the brain damage that you took in the last 2 fights. One against a guy making his debut. My hands will change your life. Think it's a game? Fuck around and find out.
Oh, let's get it.
On
That
mamas.
That would be a great fight, considering what was Walker? What was he ranked?
Well, that's a good
Was
question.
it 10?
It was.
Go back to the
I want to say it was 10 versus 12, something along that line. Oh, it's not even on the poster.
It's not even on the poster. I thought it was
What
on
a
the poster.
bummer.
I want to say it was like 10 versus 11 or something like that.
Something
right?
along those lines. I mean, it was definitely both guys were ranked, though. That's for sure.
Yeah. But we were talking off air. What about was it Dominic Reyes?
Dominic Reyes is a good fight. I mean, realistically, if that guy decides to come out of the cave that he's been hiding in for a while, I know he's been training. Okay, calm down. I know he's right up the hill. He's like 30 minutes away. All right,
Dude, he's gonna come
chill,
over here and
bro.
be like,
chill. I thought he moved to Texas or some shit. Listen, I like that Dominic Reyes fight. He did really good against John Jones. He did fairly decent against Prochaska.
Well, he got KO'd in that one.
Well, prior to the knockout, I mean, he was putting the hands. I mean, both guys were looking pretty beat up. But I honestly was not on the Dominic Reyes hype train really at all. And I think that is a good fight. But I don't know. Against Jamahal Hill, I mean, he's
just saying
trending,
because
bro. He's trending.
Dominic Reyes is ranked higher than the guy who we were just talking about.
Jamahal Hill.
No,
Ozdemir.
Ozdemir.
Yeah.
So I would say go for the Dominic Reyes fight if you can get it.
If you can, yeah, if you
It has
can.
been past what 6 months, so he is able to fight unless he has a fight lined up coming out on the.
I don't want to see Ozdemir fighting any of the top 5, top 10 dudes realistically, because he had his time. I feel like he's come and gone. I don't think he has a second wave in him. I really don't.
So give him the Hill fight.
I say you give him the Hill fight, because look at Dominic Reyes is on what, a 2-fight losing streak. You got Hill coming on. I mean, I don't know how many fights he's won so far, but they've been by knockout. Who do you think wins that fight, bro?
That's a tough one because Dominic Reyes has been in there with more experienced fighters, and I'm not saying Jamahal Hill hasn't. It's just I would edge that to Dominic Reyes, considering he fought John Jones. Like, he's fought some of the greatest. But I get it. He's got knocked out twice.
I just think momentum is like such an important thing, and you got to keep that in mind. Also, too, confidence, and it's a what have you done for me lately business.
That's true. That's true. What do we have here?
We got Johnny Walker giving an update on his UFC Fight Night 201 knockout. So he said, I'm okay, just a little cut. I go to sleep in the fight, so something happened wrong. Let's eat, be happy, and let's go on to the next one.
Dude, look at that cut on the left side.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was like open or anything during when he got hit.
I don't think it was. I think that it looks more like a bruise, right? It's not. It doesn't look like a cut, right?
Yeah, it just looks like one of those bruises that, kind of like seep through the surface. Maybe it's cut a little bit from the glove, actually making contact, but quite fascinating how it looks like that, right? I mean, the day after or so,
Look at how ugly those pizzas look, though.
Yeah, sure you would.
Hey, that one over there looks like an all cheese. That's my kind of pizza.
Yeah,
Boy.
look how burnt it. God,
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay would be pissed.
That ain't no crusty
Oh, but you see
crab
how he's
pizza.
sipping on the proper 12? See it on the top
Yeah.
left?
You have to
I've
drink
put
that.
the proper 12 down, and I think so should Conor McGregor and all those boys.
You don't like it anymore? You were all about it.
I mean, so I've moved on to. Shout out to the Jameson brothers. That's the real Irish whiskey.
All right. What
Tried over long periods of time, Jameson whiskey.
Dude.
No, I'm just playing.
Let's talk about the fight that's happening this weekend.
Sup with it.
Now, Bobby Green is stepping in for Dariush, who suffered a leg injury.
That was my boy too, man.
I was going for him. I thought, God, dude, talk about like hardcore MMA fans. That was a fight. Everyone knew that was a great fight to watch.
Yeah, gives me the
I would
goosebumps,
have
man.
gone for Dariush on that one.
100%, dude. 100%. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just going against Makhachev against whoever they put against him, but I've really been pushing for Dariush for a long time, man. All of our fans, bro, they've heard us talk about it for a long time, and I really do respect Dariush. This was the shot that he needed and that he deserved, and it's so unfortunate that he got hurt and is unable to participate. But plug and play, old boy from Riverside, the hometown hero who's got to cut goddamn 25 pounds to step in a catchweight bout, my boy Bobby Green.
Bobby Green, if I'm not mistaken. Don't want to correct it, but I think he's from Fontana.
Excuse me. Fontana, Riverside, they all the same to me. I'm from the IE.
You know who fought from who's from Riverside? Derek Brunson.
Yes.
He was just was he on the pay-per-view that we just
yeah, he got knocked out by Cannonier.
Yeah, Jared Cannonier.
Finally some fresh meat for Adesanya.
Oh, what do you think of that one?
I think it's just like any other fight that Adesanya's had. I think that's easy money. I think old boy's gonna lap for all time. He's gonna have the same problem that Anderson Silva had. You either have to go up or you have to go down because you're gonna run through your division. Same with Usman. I think that's how it's gonna
didn't Cannonier, didn't he cut weight from, what was it? Was it heavyweight? Was it heavyweight? He went from heavyweight to light heavyweight to...
I want to say he's fought in like 4 different divisions. I don't know if it even... I want to say he was at like welterweight or maybe even middleweight, and he's like fluctuated between 4 different divisions.
Nah, dude. Cannonier, I want to say he was way heavier and dropped 3 times. I'm trying to think if he was actually a heavyweight, light heavyweight, and then was it middle?
Yes. Definitely something we need to get back to. But I don't think you could put anybody in front of Adesanya at 185 pounds. It doesn't matter.
He's just on a heater right now, man. It's it's his time. Did you see? I know. Look, we were gone for a long time. We used to have the other podcast, and we're doing our own thing right now. But did you miss all the Joe Rogan stuff?
Nah,
I felt like we just dodged that bullet and be like, hey,
I mean, do you want to talk about it a little bit about it on this show? I think we have the free range and ability. I mean, we don't want the camera to overheat too much, but we can speak a little bit about it.
We talked about some hot stuff, and the camera said, I'm out.
Yeah, this in today's day and age, if you are not liked, probably like some of us are not liked. Looking back at the other podcasts, people would call us casuals and all that other shit. The thing is, like, the cancel culture thing is just in full effect, and at the end of the day, I believe in consequences for your actions, but realistically, you have to look at malicious intent, and that is recognized by law. That has to be something that comes into play. Without going too much into depth with what Joe Rogan did, I feel like you should be able to say what you'd like to say, and you shouldn't have any fear of consequence. And if you just don't like what he's got to say, don't fucking listen.
I agree. I can't add any more to what you just said. You said it perfectly, bro.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's just like, you don't like it, turn the channel.
I love how Adesanya stood up for him during the press conference.
Made him cry.
Yeah.
Made him cry. Joe Rogan's a good dude, man. You got to look at people once again for intent. You got to see what their intent in life is. And somebody who's a truth seeker, like my boy Joe Rogan. Sometimes you're gonna step on toes. Sometimes you're gonna light a fire under people's ass, and they're not gonna like it. And sometimes people are gonna try and deplatform you and take away everything you got. But at the end of the day, that man's just too big.
Yeah,
bigger than life.
It was a shame that he wasn't there. I believe it was a 271 pay-per-view. The Adesanya one?
Yeah, that one's a rough one because Dana White was like, he could have been there. And then Joe Rogan's like, I had a scheduling conflict. I think that was really fucked up because Dana White should have respected, there was already a precedent set. Joe Rogan said, hey, I got a scheduling conflict. Yeah. Dana White should have said, I'm not getting into that. Just like he does all the other stuff, Yeah.
No, but
he straight threw him out on Front Street.
It's like, no, you got to ask him. And I could just see Joe Rogan be like, motherfucker.
Do you think Joe Rogan decided to not participate, or do you think ESPN and Disney said, hey, man, we got to have you sit out on this one?
No, I think it was Joe just didn't want to take. It's because at that time, during that week, he was in the news constantly for all this other stuff. And watching Joe Rogan and all that stuff. Well,
That's
good thing this camera's going. Watching that, just seeing how Joe Rogan is, I don't see him how do you say, wanting to take shine away from the fighters. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm going to step away, let things cool down a little bit. I'll meet you on the next one, and right? Does it
make sense?
I actually look at it from the other side of the spectrum. So I really think what happened was Disney and ESPN said, hey, look, man, we are a very large production company, and we own 2/3 of the world. We we really don't want you to be gone, but we also understand that we have a type of people that we have to please, unfortunately, and that goes when you try to please one set of people, you're gonna offend all the other people. There's no way to make everybody happy. I think ESPN and Disney just said, hey, look, sit this one out. We don't really want you to be the focal point of fight night, and come back on the next one.
So I don't think that's the case, because we'll talk about the next fight. The next fight poster we have up is UFC 272. Covington likes to poke the bear, man. He's.
I mean, yes, he likes to poke the bear, but the bear that he was poking was like best friends with the owner of the UFC, or the front foreman, Dana White. I think it's so much more of a different approach when you are poking the bear at that type of direction as per se the bear that Joe Rogan poked. Let's go just a little bit deeper on the surface level, and I'm not going to continue to go and talk about what Joe Rogan said. But what I'm saying is it's much easier to take the approach of Covington than it is to be of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is a comedian. The things he says are to be funny. They're not to be taken, once again, wholeheartedly and intentionally, and the way, once again, context, like the things he said, the reason why he's in trouble, why he said it, there's context, man. You can't just take a little simple piece. What Covington likes to do is he's getting the goat, but he's taking the side of like a majority of people. There's a large scale of people who feel like Covington does, As per se, what Joe Rogan said was a couple of things that were offensive to a group of people. As per se, Covington was really trying to gain the masses. He was the intent is different. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Obviously, let's not be around the bush. Joe, he started coming up in the news because of the 2 podcasts that went super viral about, from the 2 doctors.
Yes.
And then it was one thing after another. Then he got COVID, then he got over it, then this and that. He doesn't want to take the shot publicly, and he's saying, why am I going to take this shot?
And it was actually pretty wild too, because I'm an avid Joe Rogan podcast listener, and I really was kind of shocked that the people that he had on were so passionate and so detailed about how they feel like this is a fugaz. And I'm not even going to go more into depth, but go watch. Just go watch all the podcasts. You'll understand what's going on. But the thing is, Joe Rogan has the biggest platform of all time, the most listeners of all time, more money than Jesus Christ, and you have to recognize that can become a weapon. So what you're going to do is try to deplatform if, in fact, it doesn't go with your ideal values or it goes against your ways of generating revenue. I think most businesses all have profit in mind, whether it's pharmaceutical, whether it's the ambulance, whether it's the police, okay? It doesn't matter. There's all a profit and a revenue that needs to be generated, okay? When you start attacking that, then that's makes it a problem. I think that's the issue with Joe Rogan, is that he causes too much of a threat to people in power and in monetary positions.
Did you see those music artists were taking their music away? I forgot what was the main one that was on the news.
Oh, they all fucking suck. No, and that's the thing is, like, look, if you want take your songs away, that's cool, bro. Nobody listened to him anyways.
Who was it though? I'm trying to think.
Neil Young and some other lady.
Neil Young was like, "Hey, Spotify, if Joe Rogan's not gone, I'm gonna take my music elsewhere.
Please
here,
please.
take your shit, your 90-year-old music out of here.
And take all your friends too. Look, this is the thing. Like, this is the thing, man. People like that really are a burden to the entire society, because you cannot have people like that think it's okay for them to say whatever they want, put out whatever kind of content they want. But then, if somebody puts out, look, if you don't like it, don't listen to it. That doesn't mean you have to remove your stuff. Spotify, you don't represent Spotify. Spotify doesn't represent you. Neither does Apple Music. Neither does none of these programs, right? Pandora. It's just a music platform. Get your fucking money and shut up, bruh. If you don't want your money from that revenue, then I'm just, bruh, this is the thing. It really...
I get a little hated over here.
Because, bro, it's our First Amendment Amendment right to be able to say what you want, when you want, how you want. I've got fired from a job, bro, because they told me to stop talking. Look at where I'm at. I'm on a podcast, bitch. I'm not going to stop talking. I'm going to keep saying what I want. This is the United States of America. You get to say what you want, and you shouldn't have fear of consequence. You should be like, I have no fear of consequence for what I say. You don't like it? Cool. Either you keep it pushing or you run it in the street. It's one of the two. You got two options.
Well, look at the crowd. Thank you, guys.
These hands are free.
Dude, it's been a wild time. I just Joe Rogan, the amount of views he gets per episode is just like, hey guys,
If you guys can't
he's
tell,
getting about like 10 times more, 5 times to 10 times more as any news outlet right now.
what did a wise man once say? Any press is good press.
Yeah, that's true, dude. He's gonna be so much bigger, and you know, for a lot of people that haven't watched Joe Rogan, they're gonna go over there and check it out now. You know, and
For real.
that's how I was. I had a friend from. I've been listening to Joe Rogan since I want to say 2000. Probably 8. No. Well, the early ones when he had like Joey Coco Diaz, Jim Norton
back
on
when
there.
it was like in his basement.
Yes, I've been watching since then. When it was just the 3 guys and it was just a super dark room before he had the red curtains or anything like that.
I started watching before they had thousands of episodes. So it was like hundreds of episodes.
Yeah.
You know, but then, you know, the numbers piled up. But we'll end it on this note because this camera keeps turning off on us. A wise man also once said, I fucking love you, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way.
Let's get it going, man. All right, what do we have? Oh, we were just on this photo for the past, 15 minutes? UFC 272 is coming up. Covington versus Masvidal. I'm excited. March 5th on pay-per-view. We're going to get more into depth. We're going to have fight picks. We're going to have parlays on our next episode for this event.
So tune in.
We're going to try and do our best on it and hopefully win some money.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Dude, what do you want to say?
What are you wearing on your feet?
Oh, I got some shoes, bro. This is the first episode. I got to get these kicks, you know? I
I'll
like
wear
them.
them again after this today.
Hey. Let's go, guys. Thank you guys for checking us out. We love you. Peace.
Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like.